Hello, good evening, everyone. So this is the Q&A session that I promise you I'm going to have this evening to answer all the questions that you ask me. Since I think I put the questions out yesterday, and I wanted to go through, most of the questions if I have time to cover what you really want to know in order to help you to move to your next level of manifestation. So first of all, let's see. So the key questions were on abundance and prosperity, how to manifest money. It was about health. It was about relationship. And also someone else, I think it was Gaurav, who said that whenever he tries to create something, in fact, it ends up being a disaster. And I have an answer for you on that. So it's related to some underlying things that I'm going to share with you. Someone else talked about family and children. So first of all, as I've mentioned in all of the videos I've made so far, the most important thing in order to manifest anything you want is about your energy. If you are in a low vibration type of energy, you will not manifest your desires. If you feel sad and empty or angry, all of these low vibes feelings are going to delay whatever you desire. So it is all about first raising your vibrations and raising your energy so that whatever you are going to desire is going to come into reality. If most of you have watched my video when I talk about what is manifestation, hi, whoever is watching, please say hi or ask me any question you have, because this is the time right now to ask them to me. And anyone who is watching the replay, please write replay. So as I was saying, it's all about raising your vibes, raising your frequencies, because only when you raise your energy, you're going to raise your vibrations and tap into a different level of consciousness, and therefore you're going to become a super powerful manifester. Whether it's money, health, relationship, family, children, the foundation, the underlying foundation is always the same. It's about your vibrations. It's about your energy. Once you get that right, then you can manifest your desires. So the problem is that sometimes we do the work, we do the meditation, and we are very positive and we want to do great things. But then the opposite happens. I mentioned that already before in an earlier video. Why do that happen? So if I read the question of Gaurav, he says, it seems my life is off track. Whenever I try to do something or right things in my life, it ends up at disaster. My career, my focus at my life goals, my ambition is missed from life. I give good things to people, and what I got in return is a bulk of bad. So why is that happening? Is Gaurav a bad person? No. The reality is that there is some underlying subconscious belief that is holding him back and is holding anyone back that wants to manifest something but hasn't done it yet. So sorry, someone just put another comment and I was reading it. So all in all, if you want to tackle that, there are different ways. There are various ways. It's about basically deleting this subconscious belief that is preventing you from getting what you want. And that's why you can use many things. So some people use affirmation. Why? Because the fact that you're going to visualize, feel, and desire it on a constant basis, you're going to change your energy. And some people use hypnosis as well, because it's going to work on their subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind plays a huge part in your conscious life. And I know sometimes we have these, we consciously believe that, yes, I want this and I'm going to make this happen. But there is somewhere in the background a subconscious belief that we picked up from our environment, from our parents, even it comes from generations, and it's a karmic situation that is saying, no, you're not worthy of it and you're not going to make it. That's what creates a lot of situations where we sabotage our results. And it's very sad because we can put a lot of effort in and we believe we do the right thing, and yet results don't show up. So the reason is because there are these subconscious belief programming that run in the background that keeps sabotaging whatever we are desiring or asking for. Hi, Smita, very happy to have you here with us tonight. If you have a question, please do ask. And that's what you can work on. So it's a combination of raising your vibrations and deleting, let's say, the negative impact of our subconscious belief, which are, the negative one, the limiting belief, the blocks. And they are in our energetical field and they are blocking us, and we crave for results, but then it keeps holding us back. So you can also do, some people use, they call it EFT, which is emotional. There is a technique that you can use as well to do that. Let me check the name for you. I mean, those who are very into this will know straight away. Yes, it's tapping. I think. Personally, I don't use it, but I know some people do. Yes, emotional freedom technique. So you can look it up. You can listen to some program that will work. You can go on YouTube if you want to find these programs that will work on your subconscious. And you can also do some energy healing sessions that are going to remove these blocks and replace it with higher vibes. And then you will, and it will impact all of the areas of your life, whether it's abundance, money, health, relationship, family, and children. It's all the same formula. It's all about your energy, your vibes. It's about, hi, Sharina. Yes, Smita, I know. But first, Smita says that it's easier said than done. I totally agree with you. But once you have the awareness of it, it's already a first step towards liberating yourself from these blocks. Because if you don't even know that you have them, you can't even progress. So once you have identified them by using all of these tools I talked about, or by doing a session, energy healing session, where it will be pinpointed what are the blocks, then you will be able to remove them and you will feel a great relief and you will be able to move forward in your life. Hi, Stephanie. So that's very important to understand. And yes, it's not something that can happen overnight, but it's also very important to understand that it's a journey. It's a work in progress situation. A lot of people, hi Shruti, a lot of people will promise you an overnight transformation, but the reality is, because you've been gathering this energy that has been burdening you for so long, for so many years, and sometimes, as I said, it's through generations, and it can be karmic. So it's going to take work to let go of this. And sometimes as well, we might feel a little comfortable in staying where we are because we are afraid of change. So we say we want this, but when it's about making the changes, a lot of people will hold back and will not continue to go in the direction of what they want, because change sometimes can be scary. So by taking into account all of these elements, this is when you create real change. And also something very important to understand. First, yes, it is very important to work on the spiritual, to work on your belief, to work on your energy, and to visualize. You know, a lot of people use vision boards, a journal, write down what they want, do affirmations. These are great techniques. But at the end of the day, we live in a physical world. So if we only do this part and then we don't follow up and implement a step-by-step strategy to get what we want, then it's going to be difficult to manifest your desires. So it's about also taking massive action. And a lot of people confuse the fact that if they do the affirmation, the visualization, things will come to them. Yes, opportunities can show up, but it's also about putting in the physical action. And that's what a lot of people tend to avoid. They will procrastinate. And it's about then using that. So let's say you want to create, someone talked about, I think, sorry, I'm just checking. Someone wrote about higher and stable income. Okay, sure. So do the energy work to attract to you the energy of abundance and prosperity. You do the meditation, you do the visualization, sorry. You remove the block by using one of the many techniques I talked about. That's perfect. But then I would also want you to write down what are the next 5 steps for you to create that stable income. What are you going to do next? You might get signs from your intuition. You might get a dream, or someone might give you an idea. Take them into account. Look for the signs. And if you feel any block towards it, let your intuition guide you towards what feels best to you, what feels more fun to you, and then write down the strategy of what will be the next 5 steps to make it happen. So it's this combination, you see. It's okay. It's making sure that you do both and not only relying on one and say it doesn't work. And for those who struggle because they do everything, again, it's about some underlying blocks and limiting belief that they have that they need to clear. It's about, so I talked about the job and stable and high income. It can also be, okay, so someone talked about health. Okay, sure. So what type of health are you talking about? Are you talking about being fit, or is that because of an illness? So sometimes, so we know that illnesses are related to some energy block that we have, I want to say captured, but that that is stuck with us. So we need to unblock it. And that will require some in-depth healing and introspection to some degree to find out what, when did it start, what happened in my life, what was the block, and then to then release it by doing some energy statements. A lot of people have healed from very severe disease, by using these techniques. And it's very powerful. It's very, it's so powerful that it can be surprising. But you know what? Everything is related to energy. And if you have dormant energy, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your vitality. It's going to affect how you show up in your life every day. So once you do clear and clean your vibrations and your energy, then you can move on and create what you desire. Same thing, relationship. And that applies, whatever I'm saying when I talk about the different topics can be applied in other areas. A lot of times when we say that we want to manifest something, whether it's an amount of money or a certain weight loss or health situation or love partner, we come from a place of lack and scarcity. And we say, this is what I want, and the feeling is I don't have it yet. So that feeling of scarcity and lack, this is the vibration that you're going to vibrate and you're going to give out to the world. And as a result, you're going to get back something that resonates with that vibrations and that frequency. So that's why that's why not people, but that's why in the manifestation world, the teaching is about feeling whole first, feeling content, feeling happy, feeling full, because it is only when you feel whatever you want to feel by thinking that having that thing is going to help you feel better about yourself. So you have to feel it first in order to get what you desire. And this is where the challenge is. This is where the trick is, because most of us, we want to have the money, the relationship, or the material stuff, because we believe it's going to help us feel a certain way. But the reality is we have to feel it first before we can attract it. And that is the secret. And this is the most challenging part, because it's about doing that inner work. It's about raising our vibrations. It's about walking as a shining magnet, because then you're going to attract whatever you desire. Someone mentioned, okay, so Gulson mentioned it's easy to manifest material stuff. So obviously Gulson doesn't have any challenge to manifest material stuff. But it says, although, or he or she, I'm not sure, although hard to manifest a soulmate, so it's a she. I know he's out there, but how do I manifest him into my life? So I would say that Gulson feels very comfortable when it comes to manifest physical things, whether it's money, car, house, job, whatever. But there is a place in her that is craving for a soulmate. And I would say that to some degree, there is that sense of feeling unfulfilled and craving and scarcity. That's why it feels so hard for her to then manifest a soulmate the way she desires. It's about vibrating that energy that you want to attract. However, if you feel empty, lonely, and unfulfilled, how is that for an energy to attract your ideal partner? Do you see what I mean? It's going to be people who will have this frequency that you will attract. And therefore, this is probably not what you desire and what you want to have in your life. You want someone who is going to be fulfilled, happy, cheerful, I would say. So it's about feeling it from the inside first. And only then will you be attracting whatever you desire, because you're going to be at that vibration, at that energy level, and then this person will show up out of nowhere. Yes, don't stay in your living room though. You can still go out and meet people, but you're going to carry an energy with you that is going to become magnetic. And that charisma that you're going to develop and entertain and nurture is going to draw to you the right person. But if you have a lot of, again, a lot of subconscious belief about it's not going to happen, or I'm not worthy, or the good ones are taken, all of these subconscious limiting belief, that's why it's going to be a struggle. So it's about looking inside and making sure that you are vibrant, full of positive energy, full of love energy, in order to attract that amazing soulmate that you desire in your life. And not feeling that this person is going to make you feel whole, but you're going to join forces and be even stronger together. Not because you feel depleted and you want them to, lift you up. So it's a subtle way of, it's not that subtle, but it's in order, okay, we can maybe understand it intellectually, but then in order to live it can be a different story, because you might carry around with you stuff that you have experienced from other people that you first need to let go of. I think Rumi has a beautiful expression about love. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. And this is very true. You will always attract what you have within you. And if you're not fully healed, then you will not probably, surely attract that person that is going to, match your desires. I hope I answered your question, Golson. And Gaurav, I also responded to yours. Now, Jackie and Shaba talked about prosperity and money. So again, it's about letting go of these beliefs that you're not enough, that you're not worthy, that you can't have more. And I mentioned various ways that you can use to let go of these beliefs. And it's the combination of letting go of these beliefs and raising your energy. And this is the manifestation formula, basically. Deepa wants to manifest winning a lottery. Well, everything is possible. I don't know if you've made some research on it, though, about people who have used the law of manifestation in order to win the lottery. In fact, there are a few. You can look up on YouTube. There is a woman, I think she won $149 million, and she really applied the law of attraction. She had a purpose. She wanted to take care of her brother's children, because her brother died, and it was either them going to live with social, the state, or her looking after them, but she didn't have the means. So she really had a very strong motivation, and then she put her mind and raised energy to focus and to win the lottery. In fact, she said she wrote it down and she won exactly that amount. There is another person who actually wrote a book. I think you can buy them on Amazon, on how to use the law of attraction to win the lottery. And he won it, I think, many times, I think twice or something or more. So yes, it is possible, and it's all about following these rules of manifestation. And as I said, the foundation is about energy, high vibrations, and taking action as well. For example, buying the ticket. And at the same time, making sure that you let your intuition guide you. So this is, in a nutshell, the underlying structure or path towards manifesting whatever you desire. And as Smita pointed out, it's not something that once you get it, it's done. It can take time because of the various blocks that you might have accumulated. And it's a journey, and it's about enjoying the journey. And then if you fall back, it's about forgiving yourself and then continue to do the work. And something that I wanted also to share and point out is I did also do a video as well on how to live in the energy of manifestation and yet not lose touch with reality. Because even though you want to win the lottery and be a multi-billionaire, you might still have to pay your bills and to live your daily life, And as I did mention back then, use that energy of who you want to be. Let's say you want to be in that amazing relationship, so behave as if you already have that amazing love in your life, and this love is within you already. The person who wants to be extremely wealthy, behave as that very wealthy person, and yet remain responsible and deal with your current life. Because this is this energy that you have, and doing what you have to do right now, that's going to get you to the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And sooner rather than later, you will have made such progress, you will be surprised how much progress you have accomplished. So the bottom line is, there is no microwave recipe. It's an understanding of how the law of manifestation work. It's about implementing. It's about doing that spiritual work, and it's about being consistent and not give up. And it's not because it worked in one aspect that you're going to then drop everything and think, I've lost the weight I wanted, now I can eat whatever I want. No, it doesn't work that way. The work still needs to be done, like connecting to, like, elevate your vibrations, raise your energy. This is a part now of your new enlightened life, if you want. It's something that becomes a ritual, and you will see your life will improve day by day. It's about being consistent. It's about keeping the faith. It's about understanding that it's a step-by-step journey. And most importantly, it's about celebrating every baby step that you're making. Because a lot of us tend to dismiss whatever we do because we haven't reached the goal that we want. And this is very detrimental to our manifestation, because remember, one of the very important pillar of manifestation is gratitude. So if you can't be grateful for whatever you have right now, how are you going to manifest your desires? If you feel like, oh my God, my life is shit, well, how is that feeling right now going to help you to move to the next stage? It's not. It's going to make you feel stuck. It's going to make you stay there. And as long as you haven't understood that, you're going to stay there. So first, that feeling of gratitude and blessing whatever is around you, yourself, people, living in that love energy is going to really move you up. If you are frustrated, if what you're getting is not good enough, or if you're not feeling, if you feel frustrated at whatever is around you, well, this is a recipe for failure. So if you are right now in that stage where nothing is good enough, you don't get enough support, you feel that you're drained all the time, all of these low vibes, feelings, and energy, well, you know what? You are creating your reality. So if you are stuck in this energy, you're not going to move up. So what do you do? Who knows? Someone? Yes, you change your vibrations. You raise your vibration and you start feeling grateful for whatever you have. And only then can you move up. Once you start feeling grateful that you are alive right now and you have that life to create what you desire, and the fact that you're watching this video itself is a first step. Celebrate it, be grateful, and then you will be given more things to be grateful for. But if you start feeling, I didn't get anything from that, I wanted to have the magic formula and I didn't get it, or I feel like everybody hates me, that's not a good place to be. That's certainly not a good place to be. You want to be in a place where you feel grateful. You want to be in a place where you are blessing yourself with pure source energy and other people. Feeling blessing, gratitude. Try that on an ongoing basis. Watch the video on connecting to the light and connect to the light every hour for 1 week. You will see a massive difference. And maybe at the end of the week, you will not be a trillionaire, but you will see a massive shift from where you are. Or maybe you will be, who knows? We don't know. But as long as we celebrate our progress, there is always hope, and there is always improvement that is being made. So that's extremely important. And yes, as I said, sometimes when we do everything right but things don't happen, is because we have some blocks, and then it's about working to let go of them. That is also the other part. So yes, there are various components in manifestation, and because we've been carrying stuff around for a long time in our energy, that's why it seems like it's a lot of work. But you know what? This is a journey, and enjoy it and be grateful for where you are right now, whatever you've done. And don't feel discouraged. Don't give up. Gilson, you will meet your soulmate. And Gaurav, things will improve. It's about clearing your energy. And the other people who wanted to know about all of these areas, you will see a change, but do the work consistently. And invest in yourself, because someone told me a lot of people will spend money to buy coffee every day or to go on holiday, but then when it comes to make an investment in themselves, they will not do it because they are not used to it. Well, guess what? You're number one, and if you don't invest in you, who will? If you don't invest in you to become a better person and to get to the next level of your upgraded you, nobody will do that for you. So it's having that awareness that you're worth it, and take the time to focus on you and to do this energy work and to plan and to take it one step at a time and to celebrate your baby steps and understand that, again, it's a journey, and you will get there. And you will be shown the way, because when you invest so much and when you don't give up, and then the universe will bring you more support and more help, because you're so hopeful, because you're so grateful, because you have so much good energy that you put out. And when these negative steps, if the negative steps happen, clear the energy that created this and move on. Don't dwell on it. Don't let go of this. Let go of that energy. And that is very important. So okay, Sharina did, how do I remove fear? The fear of others who are jealous of my manifestations, my home, my family, my friends, my success. I'm afraid of losing all that I've worked so hard for due to envy and jealousy. So, Sharina, nobody, I say nobody, has the power to take away what you have. Because, they don't have that power unless you allow it. So what I want to tell you is work on your energy, and don't forget, the universe has your back. And if you surround yourself by a protective ball of light, of source energy, nobody will touch you, because you will raise at a certain frequency and vibrations that nothing will affect you. So please bear that in mind. People, a lot of, not a lot, but I had a few people who are a little bit obsessed over people being jealous of them. Don't be. You are so powerful as a spiritual human being. This can't affect you if you don't allow it. It will not affect you. So don't be afraid. Remove that fear. Let go of that fear. Instead, replace it with love energy, faith that the universe has your back, that source energy is always on your side, and you will feel amazing. You will feel nobody is touching me. And you will feel guided towards what to do next. Don't allow other people's energy to mess up your own. Because if this is what you have in mind, you're going to feel insecure, fragile, and your energy vibrations will lower. And this is when what you fear will happen, because you're in fear mode. But when we are in love energy, it's not affecting you. It's very important to understand this, because you are driving what's happening to you by the energy that you put out. Yes, sometimes you put it out subconsciously because of what's happening in the background. That I agree. But you can clear that. You can work on it, and you can do a lot of healing about that. But it's always driven by you, nobody else. Consciously or subconsciously, I agree, but you. So it's maybe something a little difficult to accept, but once you become aware of that and once you acknowledge it, you become very, very empowered, because you really have that feeling that you actually design your life and you create your reality. And once you understand how to clear your energy, then you have these two tools that you can use to design the life of your dreams. And that's very powerful. Sometimes you might obviously need someone to help you clear what you can't see, which is in your energy field. That's why it's good to have external help to that regard. But again, it's your energy that is designing your current life. And if you want to change your life, change your energy, raise your energy. So that's, I think that was the key question. Let's see if I have another one. Okay. 1 second. I think I covered pretty much the whole thing. I will obviously, if I have you on a one-to-one, it will be more tailor-made. I will give you a step-by-step plan to follow to make sure that you are designing the life that you want, and then you're clearing the blocks that you have. But in essence, I hope I answered your question about how to what's next step to take in order to create the life that you want. Does anyone here have a question that they want to ask me live? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Smita. Okay, Smita, so if you want to do a session, you can contact me directly. You can send me a message and I will be happy to discuss that with you. Because there are so many blocks, I need to identify them, really need to. I'm ready for a process. I understand that cannot happen overnight. I help with a start point. And then she also mentions about anger issues. When I get angry, I lose all sense of right or wrong, and it triggers past trauma to such an extent that I become a mad woman. Yes, so you might probably have a lot of anger stored in your energy, in your body, which is causing you to behave a certain way. And it will be good for you to do a session to let go of this. That will help you and in many areas of your life. So if you want to have a session, you can contact me directly. And I do offer one-to-one consultation, so I will be able to help you. Do I have an announcement? Yes, there is the masterclass on universal law that is happening Sunday. And you can register now to save your spot. I will be able to respond to you in more level of depth. It will be a Zoom call. It will be fun. You will get even more tools, and you will see great changes, and it will be a lot of fun. So I will put the link below so that you can book it, and I will have a closer, more tailor-made, even though I believe I answered a lot of questions today though. And it will be very good. So either you go for the masterclass or you get a session with me if you want. I offer also a VIP coaching program. So if you're interested, you can talk to me and send me a message. In the meantime, keep raising your energy, please. Raise your vibes, raise your energy. Life is so magical when you do this. And don't forget that something I wanted to share as well earlier, but I didn't manage to do a spontaneous live like I intended to. Sometimes when we make progress in one area and we do the work and everything, and we get so excited that we tend to neglect or forget that there is still work to be done. And then we get discouraged when you realize that, oh no, I still need to work on my garden. So don't forget, it's a process. So yes, you achieved amazing progress in one area, but don't neglect the rest at the same time. Keep practicing, keep working, keep being focused, because otherwise it will create imbalance in your life and it will bring you back to square one. And you don't want that. You want to keep progressing, you want to keep prospering. And this is very important to keep in mind. So that was something I wanted to mention, so that whenever this happens, you know how to handle it. Okay, so I hope today's Q&A was helpful. I will surely have a further Q&A in the future. For now, I'm going to love you and leave you. And don't forget the masterclass on Sunday. I will drop the link below, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be even a closer group. It will be a Zoom call, and I will send you the recording. If you have more detailed questions, send them to me as well once you've made the payment for the slot, and I will take time to spend more time with you on a one-to-one basis. I mean, not on a one-to-one, but as a group. And yes, actually, there is a possibility to have a one-to-one if one of you, not if, but because I will select one of the attendees to have a full 90 minutes one-to-one personal manifestation session with. And it's going to be awesome. So, hope you got your answers for today. And I will wish you a good evening. And I will speak to you in my next video or on Sunday for the masterclass. Thank you and bye-bye.